the accommodations down here are lovely. So my second car was, I want to say it was an 86, either an 86 or an 88 BMW 730. Now, keep in mind, this was like 2004 maybe when I got this car, so the car was quite old. It was no longer the lap of luxury that it once was. My dad was trying to help me find a new car, like a new used car after the Civic meltdown, and I had a little bit of money saved. So my dad and I went to these, like, you know, side of the road junky car lots, and he saw in the corner a silver BMW 7 Series, and he was like, Nina, this is a car you should get. And it wasn't even for sale, but my dad talked to the dealer, and the dealer was like, well, the gas gauge doesn't work and this and that, and it needs a new battery. It was basically a heap of junk. It was a heap of junk. And my dad was like, you should get this car. And I just, you know, I listened to my dad. He seemed excited about it, and I wanted to make him happy, so I picked that car. And again, I think it was $2,000, which was actually kind of a lot for that car. It needed a new battery, the gas gauge didn't work, all that stuff. The main thing that was horrible with that car is it had electrical gremlins everywhere. Like, you'd be driving home at night, and all of a sudden the headlights would decide that they didn't want to, you know, work anymore. You were just driving home in the dark. If you're lucky, your high beams would work, so that would be okay. But anyways, this car, because I was beyond poor. I was working retail. I was going to college. You know, I was making, again, like, you know, $8 an hour, something like that. And gas was a little cheaper back then. And I literally would put $5, $10 max in my tank at a time. But then I never knew how much gas I had. So it was just like this life of risk. And I ran out of gas so many times. I feel like I pushed the car more than I actually drove it. So there was this one time where I had gotten, it was again during my college years, and I had an internship, and I was gonna be late for the internship, and it was pouring rain. I show up to work to my internship in Hollywood, and she gives me an envelope, a yellow envelope of like checks and stuff that I need to take to the bank out in like Lancashire to deposit. So I get in my car and I'm driving down Sunset, and all of a sudden I run out of gas, and it's pouring rain. And so I end up without gas right in the middle of an intersection. And again, like, this car is huge. It's a big, heavy 4-door sedan. I no problem. I get out of the car and I immediately, you know, start pushing it. I can't get enough leverage with the door open, so I have to go around to the back. I push it through the intersection.